Hello everyone, welcome to our Palworld Survival Guide. We are doing another Paldeck highlight. This week's Pal is the number 2. We're kind of just going down the list, I'll be honest. And that is Cattiva. And I actually have a little Cattiva in our party. We'll throw him out. There he is, adorable as always. So let's talk about everything about Cattiva. Look at him, just like putting his little hands on his hips. He knows what's up. So Cattiva, who honestly I'll just have to say, it sounds like a coffee brand, like Cattiva, get your coffee or something. I don't know. But anyway, Cattiva here, they are obviously a neutral type, their little symbol there, which means they are strong against, not really anybody, to be honest. They just give basic damage to everybody, except the ones that they are weak to, and Cattiva is weak to dark types, which means they also do less damage to them, and dark types do more damage to Cattiva, so be mindful of that. Otherwise, excuse me, just basically just does base damage on everybody else, which is, you know, that could be useful in certain fights when all your other guys are down or whatever. You need somebody who's not going to go down too quickly, depending on, obviously, if you're fighting a dark type or not. And then its Paldeck number is number 2 on the list. So let's talk about his work skills. We actually just go to his Paldeck real fast. There he is. We can see that he has a level 1 in all of his skills, which are handiwork, transporting, gathering, and mining, which means that, you know, this guy can handle a lot of stuff, but not as great as, you know, some more advanced pals. But, you know, in terms of just getting yourself started and off your feet, not bad at all. And then obviously, if you catch or defeat a Cattiva, he will drop red berries for you, which can be helpful when you're starting out and you don't have a lot of food. You can kind of grind through some Cattivas and get some berries. I find it more useful for, like, if you're starting up a berry plantation and you don't have enough berries and you can't find any bushes, defeat a few Cattivas because they'll drop these berries for you, and then you can make your plantation. Now, his partner skill is where I think Cattiva really shines, and I'm sure there's other pals that maybe do this better. But, you know, for beginning here, just beginners, this is very helpful, and that is the Cat Helper partner skill. And it reads here, while in team, Cattiva helps carry supplies, increasing the player's max carrying capacity. So, and how much is that? That is, for Cattiva here, just a basic Cattiva, that's going to give you a plus 50. And you can see right down here, I have a 500. Normally I have 450 carrying capacity, but with him in my party, that's boosted me up like another 50, so I have 500 carrying capacity right now. Which is nice, you know, it means I'm not weighed down quite as quickly. So, and that's kind of like his best kind of thing, is that he's a backpack, really. If you think about it, he is a backpack. And that kind of goes into like what his best uses are. So definitely I would say he's great as a starter pal, just because he does have a few work skills, you know, across the board. He can do a lot for you when you may not have like another kind of pal to do something. So, you know, he'll get you done. He'll get a lot of stuff done in your base until you can replace him. And the other half of that is that, you know, he's great as a backpack. And I think there are other pals also that kind of like increase your carrying capacity. But, you know, at the very beginning, maybe Cattiva is all you can capture. So he's not bad for that. And then obviously, if you wanted to, if you really love Cattiva, because, you know, he's kind of cute, right? We'll give him a little pet hair. Look at him. He's just like, hey, so cute. I was so happy. You could put a few Cattivas through the Pal Essence condenser, which does increase his partner skill as well as his working skills. So you could level that up a little bit more. What are you doing over there? You're stuck. You're not transporting anything. So you could do that. Come here, you silly. And you know, get a little bit more use out of him if you so choose. Now let's talk about breeding, in case you do want to breed like a higher level Cattiva or one with like specific skills or something. There are a number of different pals that will give us the Cattiva. The first is a Mao and a Mao Christ that will result in a Cattiva. Look at him, finally doing work. As well as a Lifmunk and Tifont, a Lamble and Vixie, a Lamble and Cremis, Hangyu and Chicopee, Hangyu Christ and Chicopee, Cattiva obviously with another Cattiva, and then Cattiva also with Cremis. Those are all the kind of breeding combinations that'll get you this guy. It's getting a little dark in here. We'll put the torch out. There we go. And then finally, where can you find this guy? So if we go back to the Paldeck, here we go. We can clearly see that the Cattiva tends to spawn, you know, in all these starting areas. The very first place that you spawn at, there's Cattivas like right outside the door, basically. So definitely in all these little spawn locations up here as well on some of these islands. But you know, if you want to find these guys in large quantities, definitely kind of go on these beginner islands, and you'll find a ton of them because they tend to be in pairs for one. So there's a lot of them. That's a lot of them out there. So that's about it for our friend Cattiva. Let me know if he's your favorite or if you have another higher version of Cattiva, I would say, and what you like to use him for and all that. But thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep surviving and keep thriving.